Hello everyone, welcome once again to another Excel tutorial by Team SlideScope. In this part, you will learn how to create this marketing analytics dashboard. Here you can see we have used simple KPIs like total revenue, total ad spend, units sold, average CSAT and return on ad spend. Then you can see we have demonstrated use of different type of charts like bar chart showing revenue by different sales channel, whether online, retail, direct or other channels. Then a pie chart showing customer segment mix, that is we have enterprise, SMB, startup, government, and this particular chart is just another version of this, like you can represent it in tree map also. Then this is like a histogram where we are showing ad spend range from 0 to 5k, 5k to 10k and so on. And here we have number of customers, and then we have bar chart where we are showing revenue by region, central, west, east, north, etc. And then revenue by each product. This is again a bar chart. Some are horizontal bars, some are vertical bars, and here we are showing revenue by product category. So this is what you will learn. Let's get started. So first of all, to get started, we will again show tabs and commands. In view, we will show formula bar. So first we will see data. In data, you can see we have customer ID, region, city, customer segment, sales channel, product category, revenue, ad spend, and units sold, and CSAT score. So what type of sales channel was used to acquire this customer, how much ad spend in INR was there, and then finally what was the total units sold we ended up in selling this customer. See, and this is customer satisfaction score after survey. What satisfaction score did the customer give to the product or services they acquired? And this is customer segment, whether it's a SMB, startup, enterprise, government, etc. So this will be our data that we will use to create this dashboard. Now let's understand how dashboard is created. Now here you can see we have a summary table or a sheet where we have created these summary tables. Now one by one we will understand. First table is revenue by channel. In previous examples you saw that we used pivot table also. So like we select data, go to insert, and then insert pivot table from table range that we have selected and place them inside new sheet. Now let's say I want to show region wise ad spend. So I will just select this and this will create that table. So for that more than 20 different dashboards are there. But here we are just understanding it in a different way. So you can use this also if you are familiar with this. And this is for beginners. Now here we will write category in one cell and revenue in other. We will type them manually. Category and revenue. So this is channel and segment. Then revenue by region. So let's talk about this. Here you can see we have written 4 categories. This is a manual thing. Obviously we have a more advanced way of doing that, but if you want to do it this way, so just select the 4 distinct categories you have. For example, 4 or 5 whatever distinct categories you have for region, for city, and for that let's say we select Control T. Okay, so Control T creates a table, and then you will see that here we have this, here we have these different cities, here we have different customer segments and so on. So this is one way how you can create it. So, and because data description was given to us, so we were able to write. So we will create these channels, similarly segments, similarly we will write name of all the regions, we'll write name of all distinct products that we have, and then for KPIs we will write name of KPIs that we want to prepare. like total revenue, total ad spend, what was total revenue, what was total ad spend, average customer satisfaction score, total unit, and return on ad spend. So first we will write them. If you want to do it automatically, you already know that we have a way of pivot table. Select the data, insert pivot table, from table range, insert in a new worksheet, and we'll call it pivots or whatever you want to call it. And here you just click on one pivot table. Let's say you want region wise ad spend. This will be your data. Here all you need to do is what value you want to select. So value field setting, you will select sum. If you want to select average of something, you will select average, count, minimum, maximum, standard deviation of population, standard deviation of sample, variance of population, etc. And you can even rename, like we can write something like total ad spend. So this way you can write that. Now in B9 of this sheet, you know that we have grand total ad spend written. Here we have a pivot table, and now we can simply go to insert and we can select a bar chart. So let's say we select a bar chart, and this way chart will be created. Now you can select its different type of designs that we have, right? So you can select different type of options. From here you can select a color palette, whatever color suits you. If you want to change them individually, so you can select one individual, fill that color. These type of settings you can do. So this is by pivot table, and this is the same thing we have done here. And now you will simply select it, because now you have category and revenue, and now you can insert. From here also you will do the same thing. So idea is to first write your data in such a way that you have your data ready, and then you can create your charts. Now the important thing, let's learn how have we bought this data here. So here we have written sum if. Now what is the work of sum if function? You can see here in sum if function we are adding, but with a condition that data, and here we have written EE online and data is GG. Now what is the meaning of this? So first see data and then exclamation mark is given. So data here is the name of this sheet. Now in data E is what? Sales channel, online, retail, etc. G is what? Revenue, that is given, right? So we are saying sum if in data E, like we are selecting all data, where we are selecting this particular uh, cell or this particular column, and we are saying that when this value is online, then for that select data from the G column. So we are saying wherever value is online, because here we have written online, this is a work of sum if data exclamation E. So basically if we have to show something, let's say from pivots I want to show B9, so I will write something like equal to pivots exclamation B9. So I will directly show that particular value, whatever is there in that sheet. Here pivots is the name of sheet and exclamation B9. So this is how we can select. If I select equal to data, this is the name of sheet, and I say EE. So here you will see online, retail, sales, right? If you will keep scrolling it, you will see it in the same order, like here. So based on total number of rows, this is selecting E, and wherever that is this, so sum only if value is online. So range, criteria, and sum range. What do you want to sum? We want to sum G. What is G? G is all revenue spent. Here you can see how simple it was. Very quick using pivots, but we have to understand everything. Like, and we are just doing, remember, I created more than 20 videos using pivot. One student requested, like, if we don't want to do it with pivot, so how can we do it? Next, same. Here you will do for retail. Here you will do for direct sales and partner. Here you need to be very careful while writing these terms. Like the spellings should be correct. Similarly, this now, and you remember that revenue by channel. Now, how to prepare this dashboard? So to prepare a dashboard, you will open a new sheet, select all, and here you have view, disable grid lines. Then you can add a heading, like you can insert a shape, like this is an easy way. You can insert a shape here, something like this, what you are doing. Okay, let's say this, and here we will use 100%. Make sure you are using 100% width, it is very important. And here you can write whatever is your heading, like marketing data analysis on this shape. This is the easiest way. You can now increase its font size. You can align it to center using home, vertical align center, horizontal align center. Make it bold. If you want to change its color, right click, fill, select dark color. If you want to change or add one icon, so insert. From here you will see pictures or actually icons. So you can add PNG icons or something like this. So we will insert this. This icon has a dark color. We will adjust the height accordingly. And then for this icon, we will use a fill color that is light. For this icon only. Just a minute. Yeah. So for this icon, we will probably use this color. So this way you can create your heading. Now, in your summary, when you will click on it, you will see insert option. Here you can select your favorite chart, for example clustered column, and here you can select different type of designs. Now you can copy this, and after copying you can just go to your new sheet, which you can rename it as new dashboard, and then you will paste it here. So this way you have your data. If you want to make it one color, you can select. Here you can right click and format chart area. Here you have shadow, so we can select a particular color for shadow. Let's say this. We can select different type of preset, like we select this preset to gives a 3D kind of look. This is one way. This is how we created the dashboard. So styling is something that you can keep of your own. Similarly, now we can get rid of this. Similarly, you will create this. Here you will write 4 different segment names or whatever number of different segment names you have, and same sum. If wherever you are using sum, you can use sum. And let's say you I will show other things later. And similarly this and this. Let's say for this we want to create a pie chart, so we will go to insert and we will click on it and create a pie chart. Here we are showing revenue. Now by just showing revenue, you will not be able to communicate properly. This is revenue by segment. Here you will create that. Again, format chart area, preset this one, sufficient, copy, paste here. Copy it. So copy and paste. Now adjust width and height. So you can select this inner section, increase its width. You can now create it like this. So you can easily place 4 charts over here, right? So this is another layout that we can create. And whenever you have one categorical and one numerical data, the type of graphs that you can create are, you can create a column or bar chart, you can create a tree map, which is a hierarchy chart here, you can create a pie or donut chart here when you have one categorical and one numerical data. So that's what we have, and that's how we kept on creating data. And for revenue by sales channel, we selected vertical bar, this pie chart, this histogram, and so on. So now you understand, and let's see this. So here you can see this is just a color and background. For KPIs, you can easily, let's say highlight this, or better, you can insert a shape like a rectangular shape and put it like this. With shapes, you have freedom to, put them anywhere you want, and this way you can create another copy of it and use them. So you can use this shape, or here as we have done. Next is, here we have just written total revenue. This is a font icon, so you can use that, or you can insert an icon and give heading like this. How is this number coming? Again, here we have just used sum data gg, that is range. So in sum function, you can select a sheet name, then column range. If you are not selecting G2 to G something, you are selecting the entire G column. Similarly, for total ad spend, it is at H column. This will be there in your data. This is total ad spend. This is unit sold, and you just have to keep using proper function. For example, here we are selecting average, and in average we are actually selecting J2 to J101. So this is how you will select. So why J2 to J101? Because J2 is this first value and J101 is the last value. So here you will select, and return on ad spend is sum. So total ad spend, that is total revenue, by HS, that is total ad spend, will be your return on ad spend. And here we have just written X. So 5.75x is our total return on ad spend. And this is a simple way you can create a chart. Or for this, only thing is, whatever colors you are using, for example, we are using blue, orange, green, yellow, and dark blue. So you are using those colors in your visuals also. This is something that you can do. Obviously, it will require time. Like, good thing with Excel is that you can customize everything. Like, you can go with colors, or you can click on a particular element and just use a different fill color for it. So that is your choice. So this is how this dashboard was created. A very simple dashboard, not anything too much fancy in it. And just try it at your end. If you like it, please hit like button for our tutorial, and subscribe to our channel for more tutorials like this. Have a nice day.